More Americans are becoming pet owners, and veterinary care is struggling to catch up with that. You remember the cat and dog craze of the pandemic. Maybe you or a neighbor adopted or bought a pet when the world was locked down and people just wanted that comfort. There are plenty of pets out there, but there aren't enough vets. WRL's Shelley Jackson found out the shortage was a thing before the pandemic, and now it's getting worse.
Good girl. Good girl. Pecan's family is one of the nearly 90 million U.S. households who now own pets. And with the veterinarian shortage, that means there's fewer humans, good girl, to take care of the animals.
Yes. There he goes.
When John Gall's 6-year-old dachshund beagle mix, May, fell through a broken step, he had to call 4 clinics before he found a vet.
What?
I went to the Clayton Vet Hospital and they said they're a week out. And then I called another place that they suggested, and they said they're 2 weeks out.
Gall drove 30 minutes to Oakhart Veterinary Hospital in Raleigh to get help.
I was concerned, and I knew she couldn't wait a week, nor could she wait 2 weeks.
More pet owners are finding themselves scrambling for veterinary care, and it's going to get worse. According to research from Mars Veterinary Health, the U.S. will need 41,000 additional veterinarians by 2030. Veterinarians have been seriously backlogged since the pandemic.
It really hasn't let up. Like we've not seen a decrease in our business.
Dr. Jenny Bennett owns Urban Tales Veterinary Hospital in Durham. She says the demand is so great the clinic has had to turn away patients.
We book out for routine stuff 1 to 2 weeks in advance.
There you go. 24-hour clinics are feeling the pinch even more.
There were a couple of nights where we were really short of overnight technicians and we had to cut down on what we could see. Thank you.
Dr. George Ganeem at Oakhart Veterinary Hospital says the hospital is down 3 veterinarians and 4 vet techs.
It impacts how many cases we can hospitalize, how many emergencies we can see in a given time period.
Vet school is also expensive, from $19,000 a year here at NC State to more than $100,000 in private programs. That leaves students saddled with debt and more likely to take jobs with corporate vet clinics.
It's hard for small private practices like us to attract people a lot of times because the big corporations will offer big bonuses.
And then there's the stress of the job.
It's hard to see pets be sick and it's hard to see pets suffer.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, 1 in 6 veterinarians has considered suicide. It's a worry for Dr. Catherine Muirs, Dean of the NC State College of Veterinary Medicine.
Our profession is very concerned about this, and so we've spent a lot of time in our educational programs talking about mental health and work-life integration and how to kind of protect yourself.
Back home in Clayton, May has finally fully recovered from her injury.
May's doing great. She's back to her normal self.
Shelley Jackson, WRAL News, Raleigh.